Incredible atmosphere today. It's like a rivalry game should be. We're no stranger to it, and just really happy for this group. I think every year, every season, there's a turning point. Something happens that defines your team and who they want to be for the rest of the season. If you followed us, we've been in close games, lost some, been ahead, come from behind. But this one we had to gut out, and we knew that. So really proud of our team today.
I know the SEC changed up the schedule format a little bit, so you won't be playing state again at your place. What are some of your thoughts on that? Do you wish this is a protected matchup twice a year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed about it. You know, how do you not have a home-and-home opportunity for a rivalry such as this? It's an easy fix. I don't know what went into it, but I was definitely disappointed. You know, they had our fans in the nosebleeds. And so we would have loved to return that favor had they come to Oxford. But with that being said, we still had to get it done.
Coach, you mentioned a lot of close games in the SEC. Mm-hmm. This was no different. How do you guys maintain that resiliency, especially today, what we saw here?
I just think, you know, this girl right here, the leadership, Maddie has been in these every year. I think she only missed one, and that was COVID year because she was just coming back from COVID. But other than that, she's been a part of them, and she's been a part of the one when we came here and won as well. So, you know, and then collectively our team is just really focused, and you know, we have our goals. No matter what people think, no matter what people say, this team has their goals, and it's just as coaches our job to help them reach them.
Maddie. Last time to play at state, a career high 30 points for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you tell the new girls about this rivalry, and what did that mean to you that you were able to accomplish that tonight in this rivalry?
Just told them, you know, how important it is that we came and gave our all. You know, we knew State was going to come and give their all. We wanted to come out and do the same, and it's just a big game, you know, that I've had, you know, been blessed to be a part of for 5 years now, playing them every year. And, you know, for the new girls, I just wanted to, you know, let them know how the atmosphere would be, you know, that it was going to be a fight, that nobody was going to give up, that it was going to take everything to win this game. And, you know, my teammates did a great job of, you know, listening, and then we did a great job collectively of getting the job done.
Maddie, on the court specifically for you, you got to the line a season high 8 times. I was curious if that was maybe an extra focus or just how it played out today and just what was working for you overall.
I think I was being aggressive, more aggressive than I've been being, and that was a result of that.
Coach, I know you got the turnovers all game long, but just in between that third and fourth quarter, I think they were shot 75% in that third quarter, and then hold them to 35. What do you feel like from your vantage point? What kind of difference between that third and fourth quarter?
Just a decision to get stops. You know, I've always said we've had an identity crisis a little bit with our team. We just hunkered down and said we wanted to keep them to our goals. Man, we did it in the second quarter, and going into the fourth, I just said if you do another, you know, 9, not even 9, 12 or less showing, we'll leave this place with a win. And we have been working a lot of our shell defense and being connected defensively, and that's what you saw today.
Coach, how does it feel to watch your team step up in such a high-stakes rivalry?
Yeah. As a mom, it feels like I feel like a proud mom, you know, because I have 2 daughters, and these young ladies give me a lot of practice, and you know, you can only take them so far, and then it's them, all right? And this game was their win. You know, I was just there as the conductor, making sure they don't, you know, step out of line. But this was a them thing, and I was proud. That was a proud moment. The conversations that they were having in the timeouts, the way they gave eye contact with me for the whole time. When they made their run, nobody flinched. Everybody was composed. I was really proud of them. It was a proud moment.
Kind of going off that, it feels like not too long ago you were talking about the urge to compete and how you want that to be stronger. Was this an example of what that looks like today?
Oh, it's no question. Here's the thing. You know, Maddie is going to lead this team, but everybody has to do their part. And if that was the case, then it would just be me as a head coach and no other assistants. All right, my staff is a huge part of why we do what we do. And so I talked to them about that. You know, Maddie's going to lead, but everybody has to do their part. Everybody has to do something. And then shout out to Coach Jake. He had a powerful message in our pregame video just talking about, you know, everybody doing something instead of everybody doing nothing. And I thought today was a total team effort from the ones that played and the ones that were on the bench. They were engaged. They were keeping the girls composed. It was phenomenal.
Kind of going off my first question, you'll get down 10 early, I think 18-8 at one point, and just kind of what did you make of the matchup, especially when Sam was talking about Maddie matching up with their number 15 down low?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think anything of it. We watch our boys go down and take it into overtime. We've watched us jump on Alabama and lose it, you know? We've also came back from 19 points to UConn in the third quarter. So we understand the game has its runs, and they had their run. We expected them to be excited. They're at home, right? They just lost to Tennessee. Everybody wants to protect their home court. Mississippi State is a great team. So we just needed to reset, focus, calm down, and just stick to the game plan.
Let's talk about your freshman, number 0. She made some good plays out there.
Yeah, I mean, in our opinion, Sierra's freshman of the year in the SEC. She shows up every single game and always in a different way. She had 27, 7, 5, and 5 last game. And then tonight, she had 10, 4 assists, 9 steals. I mean, this kid's phenomenal. And one of the things that people don't know about her, like she really is a true freshman, cries all the time in practice. The team has to get on. This is like Sarah's mom right here. And so, but one of the things that I said to Sarah, I said, Sarah, you in these type games, I want to challenge you to show up in more of a mature way. You've played in national team games, and I know what FIBA basketball is. That's the best of the best. It's intense. You're playing for your country. It's a lot of pride. So she's been in these type of environments. We really needed her to show a level of maturity so that Maddie did not have to focus on taking care of her the whole game. And I thought she did that. Super proud of her.
Coach, Medina Ocott's a girl who's still kind of learning the game, and I was just kind of curious what your thoughts were on her, having going against her.
Stud. What year is she? I'm praying she's a senior. We really focus on her. She had previous a monster game. You see, she almost had a double-double. We had a lot of focus on her in the scout prep. But I want to give a shout-out to, Star Jacobs and Christine Iwala. They did a great job against her, and the rest of the team that just didn't allow her to have that one-on-one situation. I mean, in my opinion, I'm not in their locker room. The Jerk is the leader of that team, just like Maddie is the leader of our team. And she let loose with 19, but we couldn't let everybody let loose. So we knew we had to keep someone at bay, and she just happened to be the one tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You want to go? You have a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just, winning the turnover battle by, I think, 9 and getting 26 points off turnover. It's just in a game decided by 8. Just how important was that, trying to finally close out a close game for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, huge. We turn people over, I think, 18 times a game, and we don't really turn it over a lot. We average 12 turnovers, but turning them over 23 times by us just sitting down and defending, it was great. What y'all saw tonight is Ole Miss women's basketball, and I know for our fans, sometimes it is heartache, but this group is growing and they're learning and they're figuring things out, and we haven't even played our best basketball yet. Okay, we want to peak in March. I decided to play the schedule that we played for moments like this. We've been in Paris, opening up against Juju. We know how to play in big games. We went to the Bahamas, played against Page. We've played top-tier teams. And Mississippi State is one too, but we're no stranger to being. We had 8,000 fans the other day. We're no stranger to being in an environment and having to show up. This was just a step in the right direction for Team 50.
Any more questions?
Thank you.